Hello, Tamara Green here for A Course in Miracles lesson number 67. Let's do some squats. Everybody's very excited. I'm going to step back a little bit. Here, I'll lower the camera and legs shoulder distance apart. And let's do 10 if we can, all right? I like to put my arms up and then lean back on my heels for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Everybody's hating me right now. Okay, A Course in Miracles, lesson number 67. Love created me like itself. Today's idea is a complete and accurate statement of what you are. This is why you are the light of the world. This is why God appointed you as the world's Savior. This is why the Son of God looks to you for his salvation. He is saved by what you are. We will make every effort today to reach this truth about you and to realize fully, if only for a moment, that it is the truth. In the longer practice period, we will think about your reality and its wholly unchanged and unchangeable nature. We will begin by repeating this truth about you and then spend a few minutes adding some relevant thoughts such as, holiness created me holy, kindness created me kind, helpfulness created me helpful, perfection created me perfect. Any attribute which is in accord with God as he defines himself is appropriate for use. We are trying today to undo your definition of God and replace it with his own. We are also trying to emphasize that you are part of his definition of himself. After you have gone over several such related thoughts, try to let all thoughts drop away for a brief preparatory interval, and then try to reach past all your images and preconceptions about yourself to the truth in you. If love created you like itself, this self must be in you, and somewhere in your mind it is there for you to find. You may find it necessary to repeat the idea for today from time to time to replace distracting thoughts. You may also find that this is not sufficient and that you need to continue adding other thoughts related to the truth about yourself. Yet perhaps you will succeed in going past that and through the interval of thoughtlessness to the awareness of a blazing light in which you recognize yourself as love created you. Be confident that you will do much today to bring that awareness nearer, whether you feel you have succeeded or not. It will be particularly helpful today to practice the idea for the day as often as you can. You need to hear the truth about yourself as frequently as possible because your mind is so preoccupied with false self-images. 4 or 5 times an hour, and perhaps even more, it would be most beneficial to remind yourself that love created you like itself. Hear the truth about yourself in this. Try to realize in the shorter practice periods that this is not your tiny solitary voice that tells you this. This is the voice for God reminding you of your Father and yourself. This is the voice of truth, replacing everything that ego tells you about yourself with the simple truth about the Son of God. You were created by love itself. So 67 is love created me like itself. The first step in personal growth, spiritual evolvement, is the awareness of who you really are. Like this is telling us, love created me like itself, like love, right? Meaning I am love, you are love. The second step is accepting that. The brain does not know the difference between, what's happening out there in the physical world. It just goes with what you are telling it, which means what you are spending most of your attention and energy on. So just imagine you've got an electrical plug, a cord and plug in your hand. And if you plug it in, that's where the energy is going to. So if you're plugging into, what? I'm not love. What are they, crazy? I'm in fear all the time. I'm anxious. I'm depressed. I'm this. I'm that. I'm no good, just like my father or my mother told me, right? But as soon as you pull that plug and stop feeding that energy to that false truth and illusion, you want to pick the right place to put that new plug, feed the energy into the truth. And the truth is that love created you like itself. One of the things that I like to do, you see, I like to work out. I like my body movements. It makes me feel good. Well, one of the things I like to do are mantras while I'm doing squats or, push-ups or sit-ups or whatever it may be. And one of the things I love to do is my short mantras of I am love. I am creativity. I am awareness. I am control, meaning I have control of my life. Nothing is controlling me. I'm not controlling anyone else either, but I am control, meaning I have control of my life, of my emotions. I am love. I always come back to, the biggest, juiciest one of them all. I am love. So what I'm doing is, even though I didn't believe those statements at first, those mantras, I did not. But what I'm doing is plugging in and having my brain really focus on that. That's where I'm feeding my energy. And then from there, in fact, this is the law, but wait, I have it down here. The the universal law of transmutation. Yeah, perpetual transmutation. Energy moves into physical form. The images you hold in your mind most often materializes in results in your life. So what you are focused on is what materializes. Well, I'm going to focus on the truth that love created me like itself, that I am love, I am as God created me, and therefore that gets reflected back in physical form in my life. Okay, may you be well. May you feel safe. And may you be at peace. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.